Welcome all you Cancer signs to Love Adventure number 3. This is for all you Cancer signs, no matter where it is at in your chart, whether it's your Venus or your Sun or your Moon or your Rising, wherever it is. If you have Cancer in your chart, then this is the love reading for you. Also, when you get to the end of the reading, if it didn't totally resonate with you or you want more information on love readings, there actually is a Love Adventure 1 and 2, which will be linked in the corners of the video toward the end. Now, this reading is going to be for what the Creator wants you to know over the next 3 months. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Rumi Oracle. And this can be about love, and it doesn't necessarily need to be a romantic love. It can also be family, friends, peers at work, with your fur babies, your feather babies, whatever relationship you're seeking information on. So, Creator, for all of our Cancer signs, what would you like them to know about the next 3 months of this love adventure? Okay, I want this one right here. And like I said, these are timeless, so this is for the moment that you've seen this video forward 3 months. And you have Al-Uzza, Star of Venus. Some beautiful, beautiful purples in here, and this is card number 26. And I'm just going to look at the book here. I'm not going to read the entire thing because this is not story time with Bretta Zen, so I'm not going to read you a book. I'm just going to see what the Creator has jump out for you. And it starts off here. The Star of Venus is the great androgen, neither solely masculine nor feminine, but an integration of both. The power it bestows is mighty and based utterly in love. When this star seeks us out, multiple blessings are bestowed, and our spiritual growth can be accelerated in ways that may be quite dazzling and surprising to our more limited mindset and belief systems. And I'm jumping forward here. It says the rebellious passion of the Star of Venus is that she seeks out whomever is ready to know more fully the truth of divine oneness. Whether the culture around them can acknowledge one of their own becoming more enlightened as a blessing or not, it is a divine gift nevertheless. So how liberating it shall feel to be truly empowered to live life as you feel is truthful, and to feel completely empowered to allow others to do the same with joy in your heart. You understand that everyone is walking an unfolding path, and that we don't have to understand or justify the path of another to feel peace in our own hearts. If you're stumbling with judgment within yourself, do not fear. The blessing of Venus is coming to you to help you surrender it, to help you find your way through so that you can be free now. Your guidance then is to trust your path, trust your evolution, even in the face of those around you reacting to it possibly in fear or discomfort. Trust in the paths of others too, for in truth there is one path, and we're all on it. You do not have to convince anyone of anything. That's not your job. Your job is to embrace your wisdom, embrace your freedom, and empowerment to grow spiritually and live your life accordingly. You are becoming, through bestowal of grace, something more of a goddess and a god, of a human and a sacred animal, integrated as one. This is sacred alchemy, amplified in the star fires of Venus, who loves you as a brother, a sister, and honors your soul with her blessing. Shine, true beloved, shine bright. Perfect. Yeah, that's all of the information that I'm going to read for this card, because this is definitely this purging of all these ways that you thought things should be, around things are supposed to be and should be, and especially around relationships. I'm just going to turn on a little light to get a little more light in here. It's getting dark out there. That's the bright light that is shining upon your darkness. How fitting. And it's this awareness that's coming, that letting go of all those restrictions and all that disappointment and all that stuff that you felt from the outside world. And that influenced your relationships with, romantic, family, friends, whatever it might be, even with yourself, in that there is all these rules, all this restriction and all these demands, and it has just exhausted you. And this is this transformation that you're having. The star of Venus is coming to help guide you and to move you out of those waters into more beautiful, calmer, peaceful, free, flowing waters instead. We're of course going to dig more into here. And we're going to start off by, we're going to look at each of the 3 months within this 3-month period. And the Return of Spirit deck here is what we're going to look at for the first month. We'll see what the Creator wants all of you Cancer signs to know. And I know you being Cancer signs, you are the nurturer. You have that moon, you're ruled by the moon energy, which is all about the water and the emotions and the ebb and flow of life. And so you definitely understand what we're talking about here. Wow, okay. So very fast card came out for you. Yeah, you got music. And I like this. So I'm going to read from the book here because I love the way that she presents this anyway. So music plays a very important part in our energetic and our physical well-being. Music and certain binaural rhythms have the ability to aid us into altered states of consciousness. Music can calm us down or rev us up and affect our mood in many ways. It can assist in the physical release of disease and alter our cellular frequencies. It can also affect the vibrational energy patterns within a space. Your guides are asking that you start to integrate music more into your everyday life. It's important to help shift and move energies within your physical body and auric field. Take time to move, to flow, and dance to the music. It doesn't matter what kind of music it is, just as long as you feel good when you listen to it. Music plays an important role in your well-being, more than you may be aware of right now. So, before I read on, definitely it's about feeling good, and it's not feeling, hyper or excited good. This is like what makes you feel this unconditional love, what makes you feel this connection to this worthiness, to this wholeness, to this completeness, right? And so that's the kind of music that you're bringing into your ears so that you can hear that, so it can influence you. Because if you're listening to like a breakup song that's all about how you're missing someone and feeling complete, that's not making you feel good. that's expanding your shadow feelings, right? And that's what this is talking about, leaving behind. This is about new music, new happy music, connecting music. And it says this card also comes to those who have musical gifts and talents and abilities. Firstly, Spirit's acknowledging your gifts, and they're also acknowledging you to continue to grow and develop your talent and to be open to sharing your sound with the world. Whether you're a musician, a singer, or a sound healer, it's important that you don't give up on yourself or your gifts. Time to stop holding back or doubting if this is what you're meant to do. Music is a universal language and a physical manifestation of divine energy in full expression. So it's time to turn up the radio or dig out your MP3 player. Sing out loud like no one's listening. Dance free like no one's watching. Get a little crazy and wild. Have fun and enjoy it. Make music a part of your everyday routine and watch your energy, your mood, and creative force blossom. So yeah, definitely very clear message about music. Okay, and then we're also going to pull cards here from these tea leaf cards. and just see what else the Creator wants you to know about this first month. Okay, and I want this card here. All right, so your first one is shark. Hear the Jaws theme, and it says, take care. It says, or there will be loss of material wealth. But for this card, so far they've had me block at everything and say, take care. Take care of yourself. Take care of, like, let's just be here, what you're allowing within your ears. What are you listening to? Are you filling your ears? Are you feeding your ears with things that are healthy and upbeat and, like we talked about, those things, or is it news, or is it, like I said, sad stuff and angry stuff and, unloving stuff? So it's fill your ears with loving stuff. Take care of you. And you've got needle and thread. This says a sincere wish will be granted. So I really feel like this, they're having me look at the needle and thread. It's like zeroing in on, you first have to thread the needle. And that's what I feel like this is, this action, call to action here with regarding music and your energy and what you're surrounding yourself with. And it goes even beyond the hearing. It goes beyond what you're filling your eyes with, like all of your five senses. What are you touching? What are you tasting? What are you smelling? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? Be aware of the energy that you're surrounding yourself with, because that is within your control. And as you do that, then this true wish, this sincere wish, which is the wish of your heart, which is the passion of your high heart, what is it that you are here to share? What gift are you here to share with the world? And this is what will come from it as you gain control over the things that you can control. And I know there's a lot of stuff in the outside world outside of our control. Like if we're in an area where everyone's listening to different types of music, or you have no way to be away from things, you control what you can, is kind of the message here. And then you have April is a month. So April can either be a date of birth of someone, a time when an event happened, either a happy event or a sad event, something that impacted you in your life. And so April is this indicator for you, this recognition of this for you, for many of you. If April does not mean something in specific for you already, then it means this is when you're going to start to see movement within this wish, within sharing your gift with the world. We're also going to pull a tarot card here, at least one, and see what else the Creator wants you to know about your first month. So for Cancer signs, what do you want them to know? Okay. We just said just this one. And you've got the Eight of Wands. Wands is your fire energy. It's drive, it's ambition, it's inspiration, it's your passion, spiritual energy too. But this is movement. The Eight is this movement and awareness of this energy, of this passion that's flowing into your life. So there is this action that is happening here. This needle and thread, like it says, it's important for you to take action during this first month. Also, there's a side message with this, because this does represent your spiritual energies, and these are messages coming in to you from Spirit. This is also being aware of, if you have need of any guidance, just ask of the spirit world, and you are going to get synchronicities and answers coming from all over the place, from the physical world, whether it's like license plate or bumper sticker, a song on the radio, overhearing a conversation, something being confirmed in all sorts of places in the outside world. Also, you will get like emotional messages, so you'll get the feels, you get those gut instincts, those feelings. You also get ideas and things dropped into your mind as well. So be aware of that during this next month. And then we're going to look at the second month, and for that we're going to pull a card here from these numerology guidance cards. And to see what does the Creator want all of you Cancer signs to know about your second month and your love adventure here. You actually get 2. And your first one is completion. And your other one is karmic completion. And I have been shuffling these cards like crazy. You got 9 and 10 after one another, but you definitely have these endings and new beginnings. So you do have these, like we talked about in here, the ending of old ways of looking at things. You have both completions on things that you had been wanting to achieve while you're here, and then there's other physical things that are no longer serving you that are ending and being moved out of your life as well. So I really love that. In fact, I want to look at card number 10 here. And it says, this card indicates the end of a karmic lesson or cycle where you have successfully cleared a contract or debt from your past. This could refer to a challenging situation you've recently conquered in your life, or a troubling experience with an individual that involved a great deal of effort or pain. Even though there are ongoing lessons to confront through the course of your life, you will never have to experience this particular lesson again. This card represents like the wheel of fortune, where whatever goes up must also come down. So just as the tides are constantly ebbing and flowing, you're being encouraged to adapt to both the highs and the lows in your life. For it is in your ability to adapt that you will make your dreams come true. By stating, this too shall pass, in the face of each and every experience, you will remain centered, grounded, and stable. So pat yourself on the back and acknowledge your efforts and achievements. By continuing to face your challenges head on and treating others with love and respect, you will be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. So yeah, definitely endings and new beginnings. And I love that this is, talking about there's a situation that you experienced that you will never have to experience again because you mastered it. You went through all the courses and you're like, I'm done. I don't have to take any of those anymore, because you've learned everything you need from that, and you're moving on to this new phase. We're going to pull more cards here from these tea leaf tarot, not tarot, but cards here. And actually they want this one here on top, so we will take that one. And so you have the boot. And it says here, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So you're kicking things into gear here, but I also feel like with this completion of stuff, you're giving some things the boot out of your life, so because you no longer need them. So you've done what you needed to do, and you kicked some booty. And then you have the bear. This is danger, especially in money matters, but this is what you're kicking out of your life. This is that completion. It was around your worth, around it's like this lack, this belief that you weren't worthy of having more than you need. And so this is really this movement in here that you are letting these beliefs of lack and of unworthiness go, because you really are grasping onto this beautiful gift that you have here. Because this, especially with this music and with that whatever gift that you have, it's like this fear that you had before, because if you replace the B with an F, you have fear instead of bear. And it's like you felt like, I'll never be able to make enough money or survive if I do that, and I don't have enough money to even do that. And it's about leaving all that behind and thinking of things from a totally different point, which is what you're doing. You're having these endings and these new beginnings. You're letting those old thoughts go and going, you know what, even if I just take one little step towards it every day, I don't have to have, all of the funds, all of the supplies, everything I need for my entire life. I just need what I need for today, and then I'll have for the next day, and then I'll have for the next day. So there's like this letting go of these fears about having everything. And here's a month card here, and you have February, which this is the second month, which the second month of the year is February. So there's this winds of change coming in the second month is what I feel from this card here. I don't believe February is like a significant date. Yeah, I really don't feel like they're having me bypass that. This is supposed to mean a specific date and stuff. They're like, this is just saying this second month of this reading is all about the winds blowing and the winds changing and the seasons changing. Yeah, in your career. So, exactly what we were talking about. Easy breezy, not anything I need to add more into that. We are, of course, though, going to pull a tarot card here for the second month and see, do you have anything else to add? Okay, yeah, I feel like this is the one right here. And you've got the Knight of Cups. Knights are about action and movement. Cups are about our emotions. And so this is this emotional change that's happening for you during this month as well. He wields this Ace of Cups. And that Ace of Cups is like the Holy Grail. It's like the chalice. And what the Knight carries in that is the living waters of the Creator of all things, which is the unconditional love of the Creator of all things. It is the only thing that quenches our true thirst. It's the only thing that makes us feel whole and complete. The conditional love of the outside world with relationships and jobs and education and things and money and our bodies and finances, all of that is unstable because people change or pass away. Situations never stay the same and things break down, deteriorate, or are stolen, right? So this is bringing stability. It's bringing you a quenching drink that quenches your thirst. And I love that you're able to feel these beautiful, beautiful, deep emotions that come with that. And then we move into the third month, and for that we're going to use these Art of Manifestation Oracle. And what do you want our Cancer signs to know about their third month? Okay, get those two. And of course, Cups is water energy, which is your element, of course. So that's totally familiar with you. This could even be representing you and getting this beautiful foundation and this just celebration of who you are too. So you've got Imperfection, card number 23. I'll let you see that. And that one says, in our goal-driven world, we can seek to blame whenever things do not run smoothly, and yet it is our imperfection that makes our human lives the perfect vessel for the evolution of the soul. Strive to be the best that you can be. Cherish your mistakes and those of others, and honor the learning to be found in every experience. Yes. So this completion, you've learned these lessons and you're bringing these lessons into this third month because you're realizing that there were no mistakes, there were no errors, that everything that you experienced in your point of your life backwards up to this moment has been for you, and you've learned from the experiences, you've experienced your opposites to more fully understand who you are. We experience the shadow to see the light in what it is. If you're always around light, you can't even know that there's light because there's nothing to contrast it against. So we come here to experience that opposite. Yeah. Yeah, if we're wondering about this taking action and this movement, they're still saying, yep, it's about action, 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 my Cancer signs. This is a clear and unequivocal message that action on your part is needed now. Manifestation is not simply a process of visioning in and dreaming about your desires. When an opportunity is offered to you, you must also take action. Pay attention to the signs and move forward fearlessly. So yeah, they're saying all these things that are coming for you are coming for you. And so as these opportunities present themselves, you get to act on them. All right, and then we're also going to pull cards from the tea leaf here. All right, yeah, all those 4 in a row. And then they want one final one for the whole 3 months there. We'll do that one last. Okay, so we've got here, you've got the club. Gonna beat a dead horse. I don't know why that came to me. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. And this is a great kind of, I don't want to say a test, but it's a great confirmation for you that happens during this time. You know, the old ways of doing things, these old ways that you completed and booted, when they present themselves again, then you're like, nope, that's okay. I don't have to do that. I'm not going to be influenced by that. So this is a great awareness that comes during this time, and it shows you just how strong you've become and how this completion of this karmic cycle and completion of these old ways that you're like, you know, I learned from that lesson, and I love that I got confirmation from it. And that's what happens during the 3rd month. And then you have a little rabbit. And that is too much concern with sexual matters. I actually look at this as too much concern about productivity, too much concern about success and what that means to the outside world. And so this is about getting back to living your passion and not worrying about the outcomes, is what I feel from that one. Then you have younger woman. So younger page energy here, dealings of a relationship with a younger woman. And I really don't feel like this has to do with a younger human female. I feel like this represents the pages in the tarot deck, because it's usually the female is the page energy. A young female is the page, and I don't feel, because you have wands here, I really feel like this is the Page of Wands, which makes sense because a page is a messenger, and so you're going to be getting messages continue to come in from Spirit in this 3rd month, and I really don't think it ever really stops. But you got a ton of messages coming in the 1st, and then you did a lot of stuff, and now with these challenges and with this change happening, you are asking for more direction, because I think you make a lot of quick progress, and then you're like, okay, now what? Okay, now what? And so just pay real close attention to listening to Spirit and being on the lookout for those messages coming as well. And then you have the tree. And that is affairs with your family. So this does have to do with, and I feel like this is the family tree. I feel like this is the ancestors. And so with this messages from the other sides, I really feel like this is going to be like a new movement for you. And it makes total sense with all this karmic completion. I feel like you have made some changes in your family, I want to say patterns, right? Things that have been passed down from generation to generation, whether it is some sort of abuse, or it's that you always have worked in the same sort of career field or worked for the company. You are breaking like these ancestral familial chains. And I know it doesn't really say that for here, but that's what I'm picking up from this, with all these messages and these connections to ancestors and all this energy that's been passed down from generation to generation. It's like you are breaking these chains. You are the one that is moving in this new direction. And all this completion is like, I think that's why there's this double completion here, is because you're breaking it not just for yourself, but for other family members too. Because it's like you are the brave one that stands up to go, no, I don't want to be a doctor, or I don't want to be a police officer or a nurse or a teacher or in the military or some sort of family, or in the family business. And it's like, boom, you get to be the first person. It's like a dance floor. If you've ever been to a dance club where No one's dancing. It just takes one person being brave enough to go out, and then everyone else goes out. But they don't want to be the first one. But with you being the first one, you're opening up the door for other people to also take some brave steps. So I love that. And we're also going to see what else does the Creator want you to know about. So you did a card turnover? Yep, it sure did. Then you got the Six of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your mentalities, your attitudes, your expectations. And believe it or not, sixes are about movement, about action. And this is about moving from old thoughts to new thoughts, which we've already talked about quite a bit here. But it also rolls out into external movement, which you've had a ton of you've got to move it. And then your final tea leaf card is the Peacock, and it says, beware of great pride. And so this is about watching out for your ego. And this is about, we talked about the leaving behind the old ways of thinking and moving into the higher ways of thinking. So this is just during this period of time, it is just letting those old ways go that no longer serve you. You've completed those, and you're ready for this movement. I mean, there's movement all over the place. So this is just letting you know this is this movement from, where you were before, and being afraid of what people are going to think of you and all that blah blah blah. You're definitely moving to this different direction here. And we're going to finally, for your last cards, we're going to pull from these little chakra love cards and just see what the final message is that the Creator has for you. So what's your final message for our Cancer signs, please? Okay, here you go. Yep, that's just the only one. And you have abundance. So perfect. This is your solar plexus chakra, which has to do with your relationship with yourself, but the world is abundant when you choose to see it that way. So your fears about these danger of these financial matters, it's like, yep, you get to redefine what abundance means for your life. You don't have to go by those old ways of thinking about what abundance is. You get to redefine what success means, what abundance means, victory, whatever it is, you get to define it, and that's your power. So I really love that. And you have your little heart here for this love adventure. And I want you to know, like I said, I will post up here if this did not resonate with you, or if you want additional love readings. We've got the Love Adventure 1 and 2 will appear here, and I also have a U×2 video that will appear at one of the corners here too, which is all about this adventure that we're on this year in 2022, about discovering that there's the two of you that are living this human experience. Your human side with its little, based in unconditional love and fear, and our higher spiritual actor behind this character, which is a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. So if you want to check that out, that'll also be down on the bottom. I also each month put out readings for each of the zodiac signs, weekly readings like energy updates for each of the elements like fire signs, water signs, etc., new moon, full moon readings, and a variety of others. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click that like button, then also click on the subscribe button, that will make this notification bell pop up. And doing that will allow you to set your setting to be notified immediately when new videos come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, because if you like a video and share a video or subscribe to a channel, that makes the YouTube algorithm so happy. It gets excited and it wants to share the videos of this channel with others. So if you want to help out this channel and help spread the love, you can do any of those things, and I would greatly appreciate that. But of course, never any pressure or any expectations for you to do that. Cancer signs, just know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. You have an amazing, amazing love adventure, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But until then, you take care.